So you beautiful people, it's Trakky and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to go through the patch notes, patch 1.19, which is the introduction of season 3 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone, but we're going to focus on the Warzone aspect of the game. Now, one of the more exciting parts of this announcement and this patch is the fact that we now get quads. A 4-man squad is something that I've always played in on battle royale modes if I've not played in duos or solos. So the addition of trios, apart from Apex Legends, was something that we did have to make decisions at times where we couldn't even play Call of Duty Warzone because the 4th man came on and we didn't want to exclude that particular person. So now it's nice to know that we can continue playing Call of Duty Warzone as a 4-man squad. The addition of vehicle skins is a nice addition to the game. You will be able to customize your vehicles, and it will be nice to see if we get some type of gold camos or platinum camos also. Now, we're not going to go through all of the patch notes for the game because I like to go to the meat and potatoes and the most important aspects instead of dragging out this video forever. So let's talk about the most controversial portion of this particular update, and it's the increased price of the loadout drops within the buy station to $10,000. Now, as you can see here, I went into a solo game to test out whether this was going to be applied to the solo aspect of the game, and unfortunately that does seem to be true. Now, I was someone who advocated that I did want this raised anyway because it seemed too easy for people to get the certain amount of cash and get their loadout straight away. I'd rather it was the first loadout that you did get had to be the one that dropped in the map about 9.5 minutes into the game. So it's one of those ones. Some people are totally for it, some people are totally against it, some people sit on the middle of the fence, but 10,000 does seem like a bit of a steep price for a solo player. It seems a lot more friendly towards the quad sort of thing, but we'll see if they balance this out in the near future, or whether they've already done something like increase the amount of cash that you can accumulate in the solo aspect of the game. Don't get it twisted for a second. The loadout drops are growing on me. I just feel like it takes the looting out of the game at the first portion far too early, so we'll see what happens with that. The fix for players unable to self-revive in solos, which has actually happened to me. I was in a situation where I was 4th because somebody downed me behind a wall. I would have been able to self-revive because they didn't push me, as they actually died in the gas, and I just died instantly, which I'd literally just gone to a buy station to spend $4,500 not to be able to self-revive. So I'm really glad they've fixed that. Remove blood splatter and screen shake when being punched in the gulag waiting area. I tend to not punch people in that and spend my time spraying people bright yellow, so I may get an advantage when we're in the gulag. Remove lost column for battle royale leader and replace with top 10s. Okay, that's not such a bad addition and takeaway. Maybe they could have just added the top 10s with the losses as well, I don't know. Fix an issue with final circles occurring out of bounds or in undesirable areas. Fix an issue with armor plates and kill streaks being unusable in certain conditions. With the header Warzone, we see a few more fixes as well. We now tell you how far away you are from your teammates whilst in a match. Fix for the gas mask animation interrupting and blocking players from deploying their parachutes, which is what we talked about in 1.18, so they've actually fixed that now. Various exploit fixes. Hopefully they're talking about cheaters in this, because there's been plenty of them in the crossplay version of the game, and that's again why I've been playing solely with no crossplay on. Fix for a bug where players were unable to revive teammates after getting interrupted during the initial revive animation. Fix a bug where players could be killed by vehicles without being near the player. Fix an issue that could display the incorrect rank on screen after the player's game application had been suspended and reopened. There's been a fix for the recon drone also, and then just skimming through, while spectating in the gulag, the option to redeploy your teammates would appear on the screen even though they cannot be redeployed. This has been fixed. And then finally, fix the bug where placing a shield turret on a teammate could kill them. So all in all, it's a good little update, but the bigger portions of the update is little things, as you seen when I came in the map earlier, there are more guns, it seems like, more common loot. The M91 and other guns have been added. Literally several guns were sprinkled on the floor as floor loot when I just got that buy station, just to show you guys that it's still $10,000. So it's nice to see this game is steadily becoming, you know, a masterpiece. It's a very good game already, but they're adding so much more content into it to make it much more enjoyable, much more playable. And I'm just really looking forward to getting onto these quads. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but like and subscribe button, hope they tickle your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.